It's market day. I am set up. It is 2:02. The event started at 2. I already sold my first item. It was a little blueberry cow. Literally, I finished him last night. And he was $35. It was $50 to be here. So yeah. And I will insert a clip here of what my booth looked like. The cow was in the photo or in the video. So look at this. Here is my setup for this market. On this first shelf here, I have my little $5 Octos and my Mush Pops, and then my $10 bin, some random scrunchies. And then I have my crates with axolotls. There's that blueberry cow, some loveys, $12, $15 bin. And then on this shelf, I have my keychains. I love this little bamboo folding thing because it's just really versatile. Hi, so it is 4. So we've been open for 2 hours. I sold 27 things, and it looks like the average price is $12 to $15 for those, so doing pretty good. I got bombarded with like 2 groups of people, like 4 girls and then a group of Navy people that bought quite a few things, and their help like setting up the event, the Navy guys and girls. Hi, so sorry, ignore my frizzy hair, but what time is it? It is 5:24. We have sold 46 things, so we're doing really well. I feel like my booth is starting to look a little bare. I'm trying to talk over this guy because they've been playing music, so you wouldn't be able to hear me. I have to mute it anyway, so copyright issues. But it's still 8. I do feel like it's kind of dying down, although it's much cooler now. Outside, it was really hot earlier, but we'll see. We still have a couple hours left, so. Here's a literal after video of my market. It's about 20 minutes till 8, but it's dwindling, so everyone's kind of just closing up. We did really well today. This was all spread out, but not enough to keep everything up. Alright, so it is Wednesday. I just added everything up and I kind of got the best sellers already situated before I even got on here this time, so yay me. I intended to have this video recorded on Sunday, but my son ended up getting sick. When we picked him up, he was kind of sniffly and sounded a little congested, so we're like, oh no, and he's been coughing up a storm. So super clingy. I haven't been able to do anything, but that's okay. Our video's a little late, but that's all right. We got it here now. That's what life is sometimes, being a mom. So this time I sold 62 things. The last market I sold 64. So another super good market. I'm not left with very much. I have my next market's on the 18th, so another 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I've made a few things. I made like 3 or 4 things. They're all right there. But yeah, a lot of work to do. The next place I'm going to is back at the market downtown. So it typically isn't as busy as the event I just was at. That's like, you know, there were 2 kid-oriented events versus the downtown thing. It's kind of families walking around or adults. So it's kind of hit or miss whether people stop and buy stuff. But all right, here we go. So first up I sold was the blueberry cow, literally right out of the gate. I ended up selling him for 35. I said 30 in the video. I noticed, but I ended up going with 35 because of the extra work with the blueberry horns and the blueberry purse. It turned out adorable. So a little girl was eyeing my stuff before I was even done, and she's like, I'll come back, I'm just looking for now. And then they ended up coming back for the cow because they saw I only had one. And that was actually one of the little girl's dad was the one putting on the event, so that's why she was there so early. The next up I sold Frankie, the bigger one. I sold him for 25. I had him tagged for 30, but I was like, this one's 25 because they're looking at both of the Frankies. I was like, well, that one was 15, and I had a sign near the other one. I didn't want them to think they both were the same price, and they were like, well, the tag says 30, and I was like, oops. So I just gave them to 25 anyways. They probably would have paid the 30 if I would be like, oh, that's my bad, but it's fine. And then after that, I sold a pumpkin pop, so one of the bush pops, but it was a pumpkin themed one. And then my booby sold. That was one of my patterns. 2 mini octos, those are $5. Oh, sorry, I sold all the like the mush pop style stuff. The smaller ones I sell for $12. And then the booby I had for $18 because that one was out of Premier Basics, so it was bigger than my Parfait chunky one. And then the 2 mini octos I sell at $5 each. Gotta have those $5 items. Whether literally that's the only item I have at that price. And I pretty much sell it every time because sometimes you have a kid throwing a tantrum in front of your booth because the parents don't want to buy him anything, and they're like, okay, this is $5, whatever. So it's a necessity. And then I sold a Leggy Froggy, and that girl was so funny. She was like, I've literally been looking at these, and I've almost ordered off Etsy so many times, so I'm getting this one. And it was my orange Leggy Froggy. I didn't even get any bigger ones or any green ones made of the bigger size this time around, which was kind of stupid. I always try to have a couple because they're just a classic. But so I sold out that one, and those I have for $15, and those are out of Parfait Chunky. I've been debating whether to do some out of Sweet Snuggles, because Sweet Snuggles Lights, because I just got some in green. So I'm like, do I use it? I don't know. But then I'm like, would they sell for $18? A little bit bigger? I don't know. I don't have any problems selling them at $15 in the Parfait Chunky. So we'll just keep on keeping on. And then the Triceratops, that one was out of Sweet Snuggles, so it was bigger. So that one was $15. The one out of Parfait Chunky I put in my $12 bin. And then an axolotl, and that one was out of Sweet Snuggles, so that one was at $18. And I have not had any issues selling the ones out of Sweet Snuggles for $18. I typically sell the ones out of Parfait Chunky for $15, and they're quite a bit smaller. Like if you watched my previous video, you saw the size comparison. And I was kind of worried about the few dollars more. So I'm debating whether to bump them up a little more. I don't know. Just up to 20, so another $2. But and that person also bought a mini octo for $5. Then next was the Parfait Chunky Axolotl for $15, another mini octo for $5, and then a mush pop for $12, and then the mallard car hanging that I had said I messed up on the feet. She had no idea. I mean, most people only mess up on something like that. They don't know because they don't know what the pattern is supposed to look like. So, you know, just if you mess up, don't just trash it. Bring it to your market and most likely it'll sell. Don't be too hard on yourself. And then I sold my little ghost vent clip. That thing is so cute. I need to make a few more vent clips because I have all this stuff. I just forget about them. And then a capybara for $12, a chicken for $18, a whale for $10, another axolotl for $18. So those sold, all my axolotls sold super quick. Yeah. The big chubby dino, the red one, that was a new pattern for me that I sold that for $25. I don't remember what I said I was going to price it at, but that one went for $25. And I feel like you could probably do that in like an hour and a half if you weren't distracted like I was when I was making it. A chicken for $18, a turtle, and that one was out of Burnout Blanket, so I priced those at $15. Like, and I do those in Parfait Chunky, then I put them at $12. And then 2 more mush pops for $12, a mini octo for $5, a cheeky frog, that new pattern I had tried, I sold that one for $12, and then 2 more mini octos for $5. Let's see, so we once again filled up 1 whole page, 2 whole pages, and a little bit of the last one, so super cool. So next up, I sold an owl for $12, and that was one, I believe that was in my no-sew video. That one I made out of like fuzzy yarn, so it was literally like this big. It was super tiny, but it was super soft. So baby leggy froggy, I had 2 of those, and I sell those for $8. Those work up so fast. And I put them in my little shopping cart. I don't know if you can tell in the video portion of my thing, but it's so cute. I need to make like something standing, like maybe if I make a plain cow, I can make them push the grocery cart. I don't know, it was super cute. I had like 3 kids try to buy the actual grocery cart because I forgot to move it after the frogs sold, and they were like, it had an $8 thing on it, and I was like, no, that's just display, I need that. But one little girl was like running away with it, and her parents were like, that's not for sale. And then I don't even know if they ended up buying anything because she was so obsessed with the grocery cart and couldn't have that. She was like 3, I think. But anyways, so note to yourself, if you have a fun display and it's empty, just move it out of your way. And then after that, let's see. I sold a chicken with a nest. I ended up pricing those for $25. Didn't have any issue at that price. A mini octo for $5, a mush boy for $15. Those I make out of, that one I made out of Sweet Snuggle, so it was bigger, so I put that in my $15 bin, and that one was the one with the flowers on the head. And then I sold the last axolotl for $18, so I had 3 of those. And then I sold a little duck keychain for $10. I finally sold my pink peep that I had. I've had that peep since before Easter. Finally sold that for $15. The girl, they like walked away. They should have pointed at it and they left, and ended up coming back for the peep. So that was super cool. I was like, yay, finally. But she was super happy about it. So I love that. Love that for her and me. I don't know, for some reason, if you just have something and you bring it to like 5 markets, you're just like, I'm annoyed with it. But that's part of the game. When you make, I just make random stuff. So sometimes it sticks for a while because I wanted to make it. And then after that, I sold, the mallard with the thick booty and the lanky legs for $15. So I think all my like little leggy friends are all sold. And then I sold an alien, an astronaut, and my fuzzy mallard. All of those were $12. That was just a mallard, that pattern I always use. I was just out of fuzzy yarn. So it made it like really round and fat, like a snowball or something. It was super cute. Another Tank the Turtle for $15. I ended up making 1 ghost during the event, and it literally sold like right after I set it down. I don't know why I didn't make any more. I didn't crochet a ton during the event. I think it made like 4 things, but I don't know, I was just kind of distracted, and my booth was pretty busy a lot of times, and I was talking to my neighbor, chatting and getting to know her. I should have went and videoed her booth. It was super cute. She does permanent jewelry, but she's also a nurse, so we were just chatting it up, you know, hanging out. And then I sold the little blob Frankenstein for $15, another chicken for $18. I sold a fuzzy little, or a fluffy mallard. So that one was out of the pixie dust. So that one was $15. And I thought I put that in my $12 bin, but I wrote $15 down. I don't know. There was at one point, there was like 6 people in my booth, and they all bought something, and I'm like, all right, hold on, what are you getting? So I could write it all down, because I had checked them all out, but I wanted to make sure I wrote down what they actually bought, because I wouldn't remember. And then I sold the mallard pop. Everyone really liked that. Even if people didn't buy it, they liked the idea of it. So I definitely will do more of those. And I think that pattern has like 3 different versions. So I think I'll make some of each of those. And the mallards are the cutest to me, but they're more work because all the color changes. So if I make the plain yellow ones, those will be pretty quick. And then I sold my little broccoli boy. That was my design. My original is right there. You can't really see him. I ran out of dark green, so he's just one green blob, but I didn't write it down, which was stupid. So when I tried to do it again, it wasn't the same. I'm like, I have no idea what I did. But I never ended up writing down the second one either, I don't think. So I don't know. I don't know if anyone would want a broccoli pattern. I mean, it's such a random thing. And the little boy who bought it, I was like, do you like broccoli? And he was like, no. I was like, well, are you going to try it now that you have a broccoli? And he was like, no. I was like, well, I bet if your mom buys it for you, you'll have to try broccoli. And he was like, no, I'm not. It was funny. I don't know why he wanted the broccoli so bad if he doesn't even like it. Maybe because he just thought it was silly. I don't know. He's probably like a 7-year-old boy. And then after that, I sold the pig. I totally thought I had the pig at $15, but apparently I had 18 on it, and they bought it. So that's cool. I'll probably from here on out do it in the $15 bin. I don't think it takes that long to work out, but it's pretty big, so I think that's why I put in the 18. I don't know, but I brought it to like 3 or 4 markets. People liked it. And they pointed to it a lot, but finally sold. There's a lot of things that people are like, I don't really need it, so it has to be really cute for them to really want it. Then I sold another mush pop for 12, 2 mini octos for 5 each. I sold I wrote chunky cat, but it was a sweet kitty for 15. I don't know why I wrote it like that. And then I sold a fuzzy mallard for $10. That was one of my little ones. I think that was the fuzzy mallard keychain actually. And then another baby frog for $8. I did end up making one more baby frog during the event because I had sold the 2 pretty quickly, and that's something easy and mindless I can do. And then a mini octo for $5. And after that one sold, I had made 2 more because the event was like slowing down. So I think in my update, I said, I don't even remember, but I think after like 6:30, I only had like 3 sales or so. The last hour, I don't think I sold any. And then I sold a chicken with a nest for 25, and then I sold a witch pop for 12, which that was cool because I sold my 2 spooky pops that I had left. So now I won't have any going into holiday season, Christmas. And then I sold 2 more mini octos for 5, and I did lie. Those I sold right before I took down because that was the person who bought the blueberry cow, the coordinator's daughter and wife. They came back at the end of the event and they were like, wow, like we saw your event we saw your booth when you were setting up. It looks so much different. You know, how'd you do? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, it went really, really well because they were trying to get feedback so they can do it again next year. So I had talked to them about how like maybe it was too long an event because after like 6, it was like pretty dead. So I don't know if maybe they should start later in the day because it was really hot. Now you know, next year it may not be that hot because it was the end of October, so you just never know. And then it was Saturday night, so I don't know if like people had places to go. I don't know. The weather ended up being really nice like after the sun started to set, so about 5:30, 6 o'clock, it was like perfect weather. There just wasn't a lot of people there. But there's also like other school sports going on, there's football going on, there's a lot going on. So all in all, great event. I will probably do it next year if, you know, life doesn't get in the way. It was a $50 fee to be there. That was a donation towards the soccer team. But I ended up making $817 in sales. So super awesome. So $767 of profit. That does not include obviously the yarn. I did not add up every single cost of every single item. But I did just make 2 big yarn hauls, I bought a whole bunch from Michael's of Sweet Snuggles because I really am liking Sweet Snuggles, so I'm probably gonna stop buying so much Burnett blanket or not buy any new stuff unless I have like loveys to make. But plushies wise, I really like using Sweet Snuggles. I like Burnett blanket for loveys just because it's a lot more durable for like toddlers and babies and putting it in their mouth. I feel like it'll fare a lot better than like the chenille yarn that sheds. It doesn't really shed once you have the item completed, but I just feel like the blanket yarn will be a lot more durable. So I will still keep buying it. It's going to be hard trying to figure out everything. My husband's going to be like, you already have this. I'm going to have to explain to him the difference in the chenille and the blanket, and that's not going to be fun. So let's hope that day does not come soon. And then I also made a Premier yarn splurge. I realized I didn't have much blue, and then I really wanted to try their pom-pom collection, I think is what I bought. Some of the pom-pom, I think that's one, because I thought like the green would be really cute for Christmas trees, and then like the tops of turtles or mushrooms have the pom-poms already in it, so then I don't have to sew like the little white dots. So I thought for like mush pops and stuff, those would be really good. So that's the plan for those, and that was why I justified buying them. And I think I'll use them for like the turtle shells and stuff when I make them out of Parfait Chunky, because I like using variegated yarns for like shells or the mushroom tops, because it just saves a step of having to do any design on the shell without it being plain. And then I think I just bought some other random colors of Parfait Chunky. Oh, they had pixie dust on sale and Little Bunny on sale, so I bought some of each of those. So that's the fluffy yarn. I do have some of them both already now. I really like the pixie dust, so I bought that in more colors, and that one's pretty easy to work with, and it ends up being fuzzy and sparkly. The Little Bunny is very hard to work with. It's super fuzzy. Let me grab that and show you. Okay, so this is pixie dust, so it's like shimmery, but it's really thin, but it's not like overly fluffy that you can't see your stitches. You can still see them pretty well, versus this. This is super fuzzy. Now it does make really cute plushies, so you just gotta be patient and feel your stitches versus looking at them. But let me show you. This is the comparison then the two, so you can see why one would be a little harder than others. But I bought more colors of each of them so I can make some things, because I only bought random colors. Now I had a reason of why I bought more colors of this, but I don't remember what it was, because I was like, oh, that would be good together. Maybe some turtles or something, because I have some variegated skeins of this and I don't really know what to do with it. So I think I was thinking turtle shells or something. I don't remember now. This was like 5 days ago, but I don't remember. But it has shipped, so that's super cool. I think I bought it right before my event. So, but I justified it because two $800 shows justifies a little yarn splurge, I think, compared to, I mean, like, that's double my sales from what I typically do. So, and it is holiday season, so I ended up getting some green sweet snuggles for, I think I gotta make some Christmas trees. But yeah, so really awesome market. Really happy I did it. I have a lot of work to do. I don't know why I got an itch. I really want to start try my hand at designing patterns. So I wanted to go with a holiday one, and I wanted to go with something not too difficult because I wanted to make it no-sew. So I came up with this little guy. So it's all no-sew. We sew his bow on and everything. I think he's really cute. I was able to, through a lot of trial and error, not too much. Some of the body and stuff was not too difficult. It was like the head. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do because the icing like around the head, like the arms, I feel like is so overdone, and I wanted to like make it a little different and make it my own while making it no-sew. I know there's a few no-sew out there as well, but I just wanted to make it a little different, and I wanted to make him small. So I feel like you could probably get him done in like an hour and a half or so. I'm about to make another one and like keep a better track of the time, so I can let you know whenever I put out like the tester call how long it takes and how much yarn. So yeah, I'm about to make another one, and I will have a tester call. I don't know, it'll probably be out when this video comes out, and then I plan on making a YouTube tutorial, because I know some people don't like watching YouTube videos, and some people only like to watch YouTube videos. So I'm gonna do some of both, and then make a PDF as well, because it'd be cool, you know, to get some money back from the work I put into designing it. And I'd really like to start, you know, selling cool patterns to have that extra little side income whenever, you know, we're not doing markets, because I only do markets like, I mean, this holiday season is busy, but it'll be nice just to see how it does and get my designs out there, seeing other people make them. But yeah, let me know what you think of them. Let me know if you'd be interested. If you want to sign up for the tester call or volunteer for the tester call, go follow me on Instagram. So I've never like actually written a pattern on the computer, you know, like PDF form. I've done the tutorial, but that was all like, you know, written out. And it's a lot easier to do a tutorial. I mean, it's not really easier, it's just different. So I have to make sure it's written to where you can understand it, versus explaining it in a video. So definitely each have their own level of difficulty. So I'm gonna try and get this guy written out tonight, or at least started. And then the tutorial for him will probably be, I don't know, in a couple weeks. So let me know what you think of him. I don't know what he's gonna name yet. I don't know. And then I hopefully will be able to get some modifications that you can do for him. Maybe a little outfit or something different we can do for him. Or maybe we'll have him a girlfriend. I don't know, we'll see. But thanks again for watching my video and listening to me ramble. Please like this video, leave a comment, leave whatever you want. The comments really help my video out, so other people can find me. We are over 1,000 subscribers now, so that's super cool. We're getting close to 1,100, I think, when I'm recording this, which is crazy. I feel like I just hit 1,000, and now we're at almost, 1,100. Like, that, it's just crazy. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.